All right, so today we're diving deep into the world of competitive chess, and specifically, the incredible journey of Janelle Frayna.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Right, you sent over some really fascinating stuff about her.
I did, yeah.
So we're going to unpack it all, her rise to international acclaim, the challenges, everything.
What's amazing about Frayna's story is how much it shows just how far passion, like real passion and perseverance can take you.
Especially when you're facing obstacles.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
And she definitely faced some obstacles.
She really did. Yeah, we'll get into those.
So let's start from the beginning, shall we? Humble beginnings, soaring ambition. It's quite the story.
It is.
So picture this. 11-year-old Frayna, just a kid, in Legazpi, Albay, discovers chess.
Yeah.
And it's not just that she learns to play, she excels immediately.
Oh, yeah. She just takes to it like a natural. Some people just have that gift.
Right. And then, boom, she dominates the Philippine National Juniors tournament.
And not just dominates. She was one of the youngest winners ever. Think about that.
Wow. Yeah.
That kind of strategic thinking, that drive, that young, incredible.
Yeah, you really wonder what she could have done with more support, from the get-go.
Absolutely. The mind boggles just thinking about it.
But even without those advantages, she still achieved something incredible.
Oh, tell me about it.
She became the Philippines' first woman grandmaster.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Breaking down barriers, and not just on a local level, right?
No, not at all.
This is huge.
It's a testament, to her dedication, her work ethic. It's incredible.
What does it even take to reach that level?
Well, it's not just about playing, right? To become a woman grandmaster, you have to meet these incredibly demanding standards.
Really? Like what?
These are set by FID, the World Chess Federation. It's serious stuff.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Grueling training regimens, hours spent studying openings, tactics, grandmaster games. It's a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And the mental fortitude. I mean, Frayna's got that in spades, clearly.
And then she goes and does what? Becomes the first woman to qualify for the men's division of the Battle of the Grandmasters tournament.
I know, right? Like, talk about shattering glass ceilings.
This isn't just playing locally anymore. This is the big time.
Oh, absolutely. The top tier. To even qualify, you're already considered like one of the best in the world. Seriously.
And she wasn't just there to make up the numbers, was she?
No way. No how. Frayna was going head-to-head with established grandmasters, international masters, beating them. Even talent, resilience, determination. She's got it all.
And to think, she was facing some real challenges back home. It wasn't all, awards and celebrations.
Sadly not. That's the thing, right? Like, she's out there breaking barriers, but also dealing with the reality of limited support for chess in the Philippines.
That's rough. I mean, she's representing her country on a global stage, and
it's a thing you see, unfortunately, with a lot of talented people from developing countries.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
Makes her accomplishments even more incredible.
For sure, for sure.
I read that she had to teach chess, even sell chess equipment, just to make ends meet.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine? That puts things in perspective, right? Like, how much more could she have achieved with the kind of backing some players get?
Right, exactly.
Like, take Wesley. So, another crazy, talented Filipino chess player. He ended up switching to represent the United States.
I remember that, yeah.
Part of it, was that lack of support, resources. It's a real issue.
It makes Frayna's commitment to the Philippines even more remarkable, She could have easily...
Yeah, exactly. She could have, but she didn't. She stuck with it.
Really makes you think.
It does. It does.
But even with all that, she never gave up. She kept pushing, kept improving, and in the end, she clawed her way back to that elite level.
And that's the thing, right? That resilience. It's incredible. Her recent comeback to the 2300 rating club, that's huge.
I was going to ask you about that. What does that even mean in chess terms?
You think of it like a club, right? With a velvet rope, but instead of money, it's skill.
Okay, I'm with you.
2300, that's like having a lifetime membership to the top chess players club. The elite of the elite.
Wow, that's...
huge accomplishment. Proves she's still a force to be reckoned with.
And she was so humble about it. I loved that Facebook post, thanking everyone for their support.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It says a lot about her character, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
And it speaks to something I've always loved about the chess world, It's an individual game, but there's this amazing sense of community.
You see that a lot with chess players, right?
They get what it takes to reach that level, the dedication, and they support each other on and off the board.
That's really cool.
It is, and it's something you see with Frayna, too, especially when she rallied support for her old coach, Jason Gonzalez, when he was dealing with those health issues.
Right. We should talk about that. It's a really important part of her story.
It is, because it shows how deep her connection to the chess community runs. You know, it's not just about the game for her, it's about the people, too.
Exactly. And that says a lot about her character, but we'll get into that in a bit. First, let's rewind a little back to those early days because there's a lot to unpack there.
It's that spirit, that sense of, like, looking out for each other. It makes a difference. You know, not just in how someone plays, but how they live their life in chess.
Yeah, and we see that with Frayna and her relationship with Gonzalez, her coach at Far Eastern University.
Gonzalez, absolutely pivotal in her development. That kind of mentorship, it's invaluable.
Right, and it's not like she was just, scraping by in school either. She graduates cum laude with a degree in psychology.
Psychology, no less, and valedictorian on top of that. Talk about impressive.
Seriously, excelling on and off the board, that's got to take some serious dedication.
Work ethic, intellectual curiosity. She's clearly not afraid of a challenge.
Or two.
Yeah, exactly. It's inspiring, really. Shows what we're capable of when we push ourselves.
Okay, so we've talked about her resilience, her journey, but let's get into the nitty-gritty, the actual chess, those high-pressure moments.
Oh, you mean like her performance at the Chess Olympiad?
Exactly. I mean, that's the big leagues, right? Representing the Philippines multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah. And not just showing up, competing at a high level. The Chess Olympiad, that's like hundreds of boards, top players from everywhere.
Wow, the energy must be insane.
Electric, absolutely electric. And the pressure, playing for your country, it's a whole other level.
Can't even imagine. And then there's the FIE Women's World Cup. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's a different beast altogether. Knockout tournament, one loss, and you're out. Brutal.
Intense.
The very best female chess players in the world, all vying for that title. The strategy, the mental stamina, it's a spectacle.
And Frayna's right there in the thick of it, going toe-to-toe with the best of the best.
Which, when you think about it, it's incredible, right? From those early days at the Magayon Chess Club, local tournaments, to the world stage.
Right, the journey.
It really is. It speaks to, consistent effort, that drive to improve, to never settle.
And she's not done yet, right? I mean, she's still got a lot of chess ahead of her.
Oh, absolutely. And with her recent resurgence, who knows what she'll achieve next? The sky's the limit.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, did you know she's even competed in Ookshaktrang?
Ookshaktrang, yeah, the Cambodian chess variant. Fascinating stuff.
And she didn't just compete. She won 2 bronze medals at the 2021 Southeast Asian Games.
Rapid chess and individual blitz, if I remember correctly. Pretty impressive.
See, that's what I love about her story, that willingness to try new things, to adapt, even when it's not, traditional chess.
It shows a real depth of understanding, the principles of chess, the strategy. It translates even to a different board.
It's like no matter what, she's drawn to the game in all its forms.
Exactly. It's about the challenge, the mental workout, the love of the game. It shines through.
That's something we can all learn from, right? Whatever you're passionate about, there's always a new challenge to embrace.
A new level to reach, absolutely. And Frayna's story, it reminds us that with dedication, with resilience, with heart, we can accomplish incredible things.
Couldn't have said it better myself, but there's another aspect of her story we haven't touched on yet, and I think it's an important one.
You mean when she stepped up to help Gonzalez, her former coach, when he was facing those health problems?
That's the one. It would be easy to just focus on the wins, the accolades, but that act of generosity, that says a lot about her character.
It does. It really does. And it speaks to that sense of community we were talking about earlier, that support system. It's invaluable, especially in times of need.
It wasn't just, hey guys, we should help him out. It was a whole thing, right?
Oh, she spearheaded it, a full-on campaign to raise funds, rallied the entire chess community.
That's amazing.
To support one of their own. Really heartwarming to see.
It's a side of professional chess you don't always hear about,
You get so caught up in the competition, the rankings, it's easy to forget there's a human side to it all.
Exactly. And it's something she really embodies, that humanity. Like, remember what she said when she got back into the 2300 rating club?
Oh, yeah. Her Facebook post.
It wasn't about her, not really. It was about thanking everyone who supported her, who believed in her.
So true. So down to earth. A lot of people could learn from that attitude.
Seriously, it makes you wonder, what if we all approached, I don't know, life, our goals, with that same, spirit, the dedication, the resilience, the community?
Now, that's a thought, isn't it? The world would be a very different place.
For sure. But it's inspiring, though, right? To see someone living that way.
Absolutely. And it takes us back to what makes Frayna's story so powerful. It's not just about the trophies, the titles.
It's bigger than that.
Way bigger. It's about the qualities she embodies, the humility, the perseverance, that deep commitment to her community. That's what makes her a true role model.
Couldn't agree more, Janelle Frayna. From those early days in Legazpi to conquering the world stage, it's really something.
She's proof that passion and dedication, they really can move mountains, She shattered those glass ceilings, redefined what's possible, and never forgot where she came from. Inspiring stuff.
Truly inspiring. And on that note, that wraps up our deep dive into the extraordinary journey of Janelle Frayna.